Let's take a look at solving linear equations in one variable. A linear equation can be written in the form ax plus b is equal to 0, where a and b are both real numbers and a is not equal to 0. If a were to equal 0, then we would lose that first term, ax, which would only leave us with two constants set equal to each other. If we lose the ax term, then this equation is no longer a linear equation, and we no longer have a variable to solve for. So that's why a cannot be equal to 0. Okay, let's take a look at an example. We're going to solve this equation for x. 3x plus 5 times 1 minus 2x is equal to 4 minus 3 times x plus 1. Okay, so what we have to do first is simplify each side individually. And so what I want to do is use the distributive property here, where we have the 5 times 1 minus 2x, and then again over here where we have negative 3 times x plus 1. So let's start working on that. So over here on the left hand side, 3x plus, distribute your 5. You've got 5 times 1, and then 5 times negative 2x. And then on the right hand side we have 4, and then negative 3 or minus 3 times x, and then minus 3 times positive 1. Okay, now again we're simplifying, so we combine like terms on each individual side. I have 2x terms here to put together. 3x minus 10x is going to give me a negative 7x plus the 5. And then on this side we have two constants, 4 and minus 3. 4 minus 3 is positive 1 minus 3x. Okay, now at this point we've simplified the two sides, so now we switch gears and we take the addition and multiplication properties of equality and apply them so that we can move the x term to one side and the constant term to the other, and then isolate our x to finish the solution. Okay, so I start with the x term when I do a problem like this. So what I'm going to do is move both of my x's actually over here to the left hand side. So I'm going to take this, and what I'm going to do, that's a minus 3x, so what we'll do is we'll do the opposite. We'll add 3x to both sides, and that will remove it from this side and bring it over here. Okay, so if I add 3x to a negative 7x, that gives me negative 4x. And then it removes it from this other side completely. Okay. All right, now we do the same thing with the constant. I have a positive 5 here. It needs to be moved over here, so I will subtract 5. We do the opposite. We'll subtract 5 from both sides. I'm going to give this little problem a push up just a little bit so I've got some room. And that's going to leave me with negative 4. And then if I subtract 5 from both sides, 1 minus 5 is also negative 4. So if we finish solving that, we're going to divide both sides by the negative 4. That's using the multiplication property of addition. I know it's division, but it still falls under the multiplication property. If you divide both sides by the coefficient on x, you will get x by itself. Negative 4 divided by 4 is just going to give me a 1. And that is our solution. You are welcome to check it by plugging it back in. You just simply take that x value of 1, and you would put it in here, here, and here, and then work it through. And as long as you got the same number on both sides, then you would find that that answer does actually check. Okay, so that gives you a quick little example of that. And that you can work through the basic linear equations that are in section 1.1.